Yep, we're definitely live now. We're
All
live,
right, all
finally.
right, all right. Listen, exciting match today, exciting match. The gauntlet was thrown down. A challenge. We got a challenge all the way from the United States. And Taimoor Syed from the US has sent out a challenge to Jamaica. And the first person who accepted it was candidate master Stuart James. Listen, today is going to be hot. What makes it even a little hotter is that we have no information on Taimoor. We could not find him in the chess database. We couldn't find an Instagram page, no Facebook page. So this is a completely mysterious character. And we only know that the strong masters sometimes go undercover. Joining me today is four-time national champion FIDE master Damian Davy, and he joins us in studio. Who a little bit about the players. So we have candidate master Stuart James representing Jamaica, and as you can tell, this room looks fairly different from where we normally have the matches. But let me tell you, we may have changed the room, but it's Jamaica all the way. Jamaica all the way. That will never change. A little bit about Stuart James. Well, let me give you some stats on him. In classical blitz, he's 1980. He's not rated in rapid and in blitz. He is actually 1950. In 2012, to me, was his most dominant year to date. Why do I say that? Well, this Will Marion, he won the under 20 national junior championship in 2012. He also finished fifth in the absolute national championships. He also represented the University of the West Indies in the Pan American Intercollegiate Chess Championships, and he actually was part of a four-man team that had National Master Paul Brooks, National Master Miguel Asher, and Zachary Ramsey. Dr. Zachary Ramsey, no. And to be honest, he is a deep theoretician. He likes to keep the game close. He likes to maneuver and slowly put his pieces in the ideal square. And so you may see him play French defense as black. You may see him dabbling Caro-Can. He wants to keep it a little closed. But he's always looking for the tactical nuance that's in the position. I really am sorry I can't give you much about Taimoor, but you already know. Some persons say gully, some people say Gaza. I say Jamaica. What this though?
Good stuff, Raggy.
All
What
right.
a intro as per usual. Timor is a wild card, so we will see what happens in the game. So for folks who are just joining for the first time, both players are playing in a race to 7 points. So the first player to reach 7 points will win the showdown. Both players have been briefed on the rules. And Raggy, I'll just tell the players to kick off. They have been
Sure.
waiting for a little
I've
bit.
been stewing for a little bit, yes.
All right, Timor, you may play the first move. All right, and we are off.
All
All right,
right, we're off.
all right. So I have muted myself, and the players are off. All right, so Samuel
You
Smith,
can
what
tell
did I miss? Not much. We just had the
no,
intro. Um,
you can tell the viewers everything about this Sicilian. This was your specialty growing up, yes?
yeah, it was. The funny thing, I started to experiment with this 3-3 setup. It's
Mm-hmm.
interesting, you know. It gives a playable game, but it might not be the best to fight for advantage. But sometimes you get lucky. Your opponent is not so aware of exactly what's going on.
Right. All right. So what we see Taimoor doing now, Stuart is of course white. We see he's clamping down on d4 with c5 and e5
Mm-hmm.
and knight c6. To be honest, if he wants to further go for that,
Wow.
he could try bishop
H5.
f6, 8, but h5. Oh my goodness! Yes. Wow.
Well, normal would
Wow.
have been knight f6, castle king
Yes.
side, and when d4 plays, he could play c takes d4, c takes d4, and like bishop g4. And that position should be quite reasonable for black.
But I'm
But
telling
this
you,
is interesting.
you don't send out a challenge if you don't come with your homework. That's all I
Mhm.
know. So I don't know if we're gonna see H5 or Bishop G4, so that
Wait.
he can.
Wait, 1 second. Isn't Stuart white?
Yes.
What? Why did I think Stuart was black?
No.
In my mind, I
So
thought Stuart was black just now.
so you remember I said that Stuart loves to keep the position
Oh,
closed type thing, right?
yeah.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, I didn't. I think Black should have gone Bishop G4 first.
Mm-hmm.
Just that, if anything, he could play Bishop times F3.
This
Just
attack
so that he
can't
could
work.
hold on to.
This
No, I
attack will
don't think
never
it's
work.
gonna work. But
It
it's
will
Blitz.
never work.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be working.
So
But
FM
I need
Elliott
to
just
see.
said push H4 and stop the crap, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's this can't work, Raggy. Everything I know about chess, these attacks cannot work like this.
What do you say? Did you remember everything you know about chess being challenged with National Master Ryan Blackwood against FIDE Master Ryan Harper of Trinidad? In every game, Ryan sacked a piece.
Yep.
Blackwood sacked a piece.
Mm-hmm.
And the sack was on zone, but it turned out to be better in every game that he played as white.
But why is Stuart pausing? I don't see much cause for concern here.
All right, let me tell you, to be honest, Stewie's play in Blitz reminds me of Aronian. Very sound, very technical, sure.
I mean, I think maybe knight takes and E5 was already good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this attack, this can't be real. This is a fake attack.
It's superficial.
Wait, what? Oh my.
Maybe Bishop G4, Bishop D7. Just to, ask you what you're doing.
That was not. That move felt wrong. That move felt wrong. H3.
Do you think you're gonna see Kingside Castle?
Well, he can, The pawn on H3 is very hard to kill now, but. Can't Stuart just play knight takes C6 and E5 again?
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's still there.
That
but
move
I said
wants to play.
But look at the time.
Yeah, but why is Stuart taking so long to play?
He's probably considering Bishop E3 or Bishop G5 or Rook E. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I've never been.
Isn't that winning material?
Stewie,
knight takes C6 and E5. It looks like it grabs some material.
I don't know if it. Well, you probably win C6 by force.
Yeah, definitely. There's no better way to win C6. I mean, there might be just an ounce of counterplay because of the weakness on G2, but still, an exchange is very nice to have,
Yeah. So Black has to. Yeah, I figured I would have seen this, but it doesn't help because of F3.
No, there's Bishop takes first and then F3. No, not F3, not F3 afterwards. F3 will drop the bishop to Queen B6 check. So King move, don't play
F3.
But
you're still attacking
F3 can't be played actually.
Yeah, you're still attacking F6. I'm not even sure. Oh Lord, Stewie, wasn't that a piece?
Oh, this might be a piece. He's attacking G4. He's attacking.
But he was attacking F6 already.
Well, the Queen was on pre.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It's at least some material. Some.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
he doesn't get anything.
But look at his time.
Yeah, but he doesn't get anything at a Bishop E6 and he probably can hold. Do you get anything now? After Bishop E6?
Well, the bishop has to move to.
Or Bishop F3.
Bishop F3,
no,
Bishop takes Bishop.
No, that drop, right. So Bishop E6?
He will take on F6. And when he takes back on F6, he will take the rook. Because there's Queen E4 to block the diagonal. Now he will take the rook.
No.
He has to take back and now take the rook.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a tempo is nice too.
Yeah, a tempo is nice, but Queen B8 and you should be okay. Bishop takes Bishop, Queen takes A8.
And then Queen E4.
Well, figure it out from there. Yeah.
Why is he so afraid to
I don't
take
know.
this rook?
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. Bishop e7, quickly.
What kind of move was that?
Yeah, was this the best intermezzo? I don't know if you
That
get
was not an
anything. No.
intermezzo. Bishop
Yeah,
e7.
I don't know if you get anything. No. And after rook
Wait,
b8,
what?
white, black is fine.
All right, queen e4 then. Queen e4. Whoa.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah, I'm not sure if...
That
yeah,
was
and
poor.
I think...
That was...
Mm-mm.
The fans are not impressed with that one.
Not
from
at
Stuart.
all.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
He's getting clocked. He got clocked. Oh my god.
I told you, I don't like blitz
What?
for Stewie. I've never liked blitz for Stewie.
What?
Never liked it for Stewie.
I
Never.
cannot believe that.
You may
The
see
simplest
better
chess was good enough.
game.
Take the rook and queen e4.
Yeah. You may
And the
see
game is
Stewie-
over. The game would
you
be
may see
over.
Stewie better in every game, and the clock is against. Yeah,
Whoa.
I don't know.
So, Taimoor, it's Taimoor, right? Taimoor takes the first game, but whoa, that was very poor from Stuart. That was
Well, it's an
extremely
anticlimactic,
poor.
to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah. You know, nighttime c6.
Yeah. So one thing, Taimoor, I should tell the guys about Taimoor, right? So Taimoor has been begging to come on the showdown for almost 1 month now, Raggy.
Yes.
The first time he messaged us on Instagram. He said, "Hey guys, I'm a 1700 player. I want to play on the showdown." That's what he said. The war planner said to him, "Hey, get your rating up to 2000 and lead chess first." So he has been training for 1 month for this match.
Fair enough.
He messaged us maybe a week ago and say, "Hey, I'm finally at 2000. I've been studying some openings. They're decent, and I'm ready to show off my skills." So that's what he's doing here today. Stuart was a little better in that game, but of course you need to finish. Finishing is very important.
I don't ever want to say a little better. I think he was
he was crushing.
better.
He was crushing.
Yeah, it was very, like I said, he was very, very, very much better. But look at the difference in the clock times now. Stewie barely has taken, any time from so.
I mean, in general, these positions are quite solid for both sides, but in general, I normally just slightly prefer white in these type of positions. Ever so slightly, but it's a dynamic position, so almost anything can happen.
All right, Stewie. All right, let's do the idea.
All right, so h6.
Yeah, let's do the idea.
The main problem in these lines is white pieces. They are so much. They're more ideally placed than the black counterpart, but so it should be fine. I think Stuart needs to exchange a few pieces sometime soon, and you should be fine. But I'll be honest with you, Raggy. I'd be more comfortable playing white in this type of position.
Because I was even looking at knight f5, but I don't want to play it now because the bishop on c8 needs to stay where it is. I'm not helping it develop.
Interesting. f4.
F4. That's.
No, I'm really preferring white. What is black's? Well, the bishop on e3 will be on pre once a knight moves. Once a bishop moves. So let's see. Where should I put this bishop? Queen d2.
Maybe queen d2.
Queen f3. Queen f3 too. Should be fine.
Yes. That's probably even more. Yeah. But I wanted to put the knight on if. Oh Lord.
Oh my.
That fell off the board too easily.
Oh my.
Yeah, that fell off the board a little too easily.
Wait, what?
No, Taimoor. You can't undo game one with
Whoa.
Come on. Is he wearing glasses? What? No?
No, but whoa, Reggie. Whoa. Such an excellent position to just drop a piece. The game is over.
This. But Stewie played rook e8. I don't know. There was no more active plan? Nothing?
Boy, Reggie, I don't know. A piece is a piece.
A piece is a piece still. Yeah.
Wait, what?
A piece is a piece still. Ooh. Oh my.
Mm.
Into those bosoms we go. Oh yes.
That was a very unfortunate blunder.
Yeah.
But hey, it happens, you know?
It can't force your opponent to
Can't
play
force
well.
your opponent to play
Mm-mm.
good moves.
Can't do it.
And Stuart is
Right.
in the wrapping up stage now.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
pawn
Queen times
drops on
C3.
c3.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Isn't that
also
a pawn?
bishop h2 check, king over
But
knight
it,
check, knight takes, and then
but
knight
there,
e3. There's like a triple fork now, right?
yeah.
Bishop h2 check, king h1, knight g3 check, king takes bishop, knight takes f1 double check, and then knight e3, and the entire army falls.
This is what we're talking about, guys. Tactics, you know?
Tactics.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's it. The army falls. The army falls. The
In
army
the,
falls. Everything
around the
falls.
wall
Knight
of
g3.
Jericho,
Everything falls
around
off the
the
board.
wall of Jericho,
Yep, knight
around
takes,
the
knight
wall of
e3.
Jericho, the army went.
Why is he thinking again?
I'm not sure. I mean, 93
Just
just
clean up the
mostly
army.
just,
Hey,
yeah, you
that's
know?
a puzzle we should drop in the group, you know,
Yeah,
Raggy.
we have to drop it. We
That's
have
a
to drop
nice
it.
puzzle, you know. It's a nice
Yeah, we'll have to drop it. We'll have to drop it.
But the fans are one then. They have to remember that on the showdown the rating is 2700. Raggy is slightly behind at 27
Yeah.
at 2650. So yeah,
He
it's
thinks
there.
what, you know, yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, no,
No,
Stewie.
no, 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 no,
Stewie,
no.
no.
No, 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 no.
No, Stewie.
Wait, what?
Mm.
I think he needs some water. Let me drink
Stewie.
some water for him, Raggy. Let me drink some. What was that just now?
Stewie.
No.
No, Stewie.
That was just a double exchange and game was
No,
over.
Stewie. I'm
Whoa.
wondering if because the rook on e8 would have been undefended after knight e3 if he rejected it. But bishop d7
okay.
that.
I just remember.
Yeah.
That would have been pinned. Okay, all right.
But bishop
Maybe
d7
not so
would have
much.
still solved it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the savior said he had queen e2. Okay. If the savior said it,
So
he
maybe,
was there.
Yeah, from the savior. Yeah. So maybe. Yeah, I didn't even know. Let me check the comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Brandon said it, the savior said it. Okay.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yeah,
So you know what that means, right? Yeah, I lost some rating points just there.
Okay.
Fair enough, you know?
It's something that you'd have seen before you played, though. So, don't fret it.
Well, of course. I wouldn't have dropped the rook.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't have. First and foremost, you wouldn't have. Can I play? No. Does this work?
Something looked funny a while ago, but I don't know exactly what.
It worked out, but
did he drop an exchange?
He was double piece from morning. Yeah.
He dropped an exchange, right?
Piece from morning. Yeah.
Some weird thing just happened.
This.
Come on, man. Rook takes one.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Fair enough.
I mean, Raggy, sometimes you're playing and your opponent is not finishing the game, you know. So you just keep playing.
Yeah, that's what play.
You just keep playing.
Let's watch the clock times again. Is that a pawn?
It looks like a pawn, you know, but
but maybe it wasn't.
Yeah. But let's see.
All right. Counterplay. Yes, counterplay.
Why is Stuart? I think he's going to clock Stuart, you know. Stuart is thinking in this.
He won't. Oh my, look at it. Oh, look at the times.
Come on, man. Rook c2. Just play moves. What is this? Just play moves.
Oh my.
Why is he checking, bringing up the king? Why these moves? Look at that, 5 seconds. What? Rook takes pawn. There was just knight takes and h4 just now. Or even h4. Alright, rook check and swap the rooks. Whoa.
Alright.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Oh, alright. So he resigns. Alright.
He resigns. Okay. Alright, so
it's
guys who are just joining, please remember to hit subscribe on the channel and also to drop a like on the video. Let me close this down so that there are no distractions. Alright. That game was Raggy.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's not one for the review.
but we have the same type of structure again. It's basically like a King's Indian attack now, but then Taimoor still has H5.
I am Joanna. All right, just drop a subscribe, Joanna, and welcome.
Welcome to everyone. Welcome to all the new viewers. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So Feeder Master Elliot says, "Guy let him off the hook with resigning."
Yep,
Stuart
I
is
think
not
so
up
too.
with time
Don't
scramble.
resign. Don't resign in the scramble. Never resign in the scramble. There's also stalemate. There are many things that can happen.
Yeah, still, he could drop back a piece.
He could drop a piece. He could walk into mate. Many things could happen.
Self-mate is there. We don't know, you know. We don't know.
So Blackwood is saying, don't tell them that Warren, LOL.
Hey, you know.
That's trade secrets, Warren. That's trade secret. So Warren is saying everybody on this H4 business. Hey Warren, I can be honest with you. No, I have a new appreciation for H4. In fact, nowadays when I'm playing online and I play anything with knight F3, G3, C4, if my opponent plays G6, I just play H4.
Yes, man.
H4 is always being played now. Alpha Zero did it.
Alpha, yep.
H4 can be played in almost every position.
Can you tell the viewers what's the most hilarious chess game you have seen?
Hilarious? Wow, that's a tough one.
Have you ever watched a game in person where it's a good game, but at the same time it's hilarious? Because I have one. I have one.
Who's that?
It was Stewie versus, at the time, I think it was National Master Shira Smith. And Shiraz was white, Stewie was black, and Stewie played the French defense. And the position was such that I think Shiraz checked Stewie. I think it was Queen A4 check. And Stewie played King F8, had to play King F8 or something like that. And after he played King F8 and the king went back to E8, Stewie still castled. And I still don't know how it happened.
And Shiraz allowed it?
No, let me tell you, Shiraz was dominating that game. To be honest, even when he castled after.
What? That was mate?
Oh my God!
Wait, what?
What? No, what? No.
Wait, what? Reggie was just here telling a story, and then there was checkmate. Wait, what?
96 mates.
Wow. Wow. I didn't even know when that happened.
Well, let me, sorry people. Knight e4, bishop f4.
Wait, what just happened?
Oh my God, he played knight e7.
Wait, what? That one was... Oh, you walked into checkmate.
He
walked into checkmate.
Like we tell them, when you're playing blitz, you're just, all you're responsible to do is play. Just play. I'm not even asking you to play well, just play. You know? Yeah.
But wow, that one was... I didn't even know when that one happened, Reggie. Wow. But remember, Stuart is also a very strong player, you know. At the end of the day, I have to remember that. I think he has beaten almost everybody at the top. Almost everybody.
Yeah. What did Warren Cornwall say about strong players?
Yeah, you know, a strong player is always strong.
A strong.
A strong player is always strong, and that's just a fact from Mr. Cornwall, you know. Yeah. That is. Let me see. But wow, so yeah, Stuart is untitled, unmastered, so he's not counting the CM as yet. He's just saying, hey guys, I have a title, but the title I really want to start at is Feeder Master.
Yeah, FM. Yeah. I don't know what he has a problem with the clock, and anybody can tell you.
Yeah.
Stuart, really, really talented.
Yeah, man.
So the funny thing, can remember, yeah.
The funny thing, you can't clock Stewie in a tournament, you know.
if you
Especially
think
this.
that if you think that Trust Smith was a talented junior from he was 16 coming up, slaying Fidel Master like Shane Matthews and stuff coming up, Stewie was that before Trust.
Mm-hmm.
Really talented. And Warren Elliott can tell you,
Yep.
really talented.
Yeah, extremely talented, knows his openings. Normally
Yeah.
when I'm playing Stuart, I have to come good. But sometimes I would just bluff, Raggy. I just come to the board and bluff. So that's like a little insider secret, I just bluff, In one game, I just played one D4 and some things, and I think I sacrificed my queen for just 2 pass spawns. That's it. 2 pass spawns. He had his queen on the board, but it was all bluff. But hey, as I say, Raggy, you can't force your opponent to find good moves, and they can argue that the engine said this, the engine said that, but at the end of the day, they have to play.
And to be honest, an engine isn't playing against the clock.
Nah.
An engine isn't playing against the lack of AC, hunger.
And that's true. We didn't have AC. There was no AC.
So yeah. Ryan jumped out and said he has never beaten me. Has he played you, Ryan?
Wait, but weren't we talking about top players?
Yeah, well, reasonable. Yeah, reasonable.
No insult given, Mr. Blackwood, no insult given. But wait, what is this? Why does it look like White now has a very reasonable position?
Yeah, the D3 looks a little sketchy though. But
yeah, it's probably the only weak thing. Some queen move, put the rook on the file, and just play.
Queen C7, Queen E2, or Queen C2, maybe.
If
maybe
Queen
C2
E7, Queen E2.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Blackwood says, I am retired. Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I don't really know. Plus, we were really talking about top players, which is factual. So.
You were saying funny games? No, I remember a funny game. Wait, why the sort of 19 seconds?
I don't understand. Oh my god.
What is this? Yeah. No. Somebody talk to Stuart. 19 seconds? And Taimoor should have probably played Queen E2 on the previous move, just to tie down Stuart pieces a little more. So the funny game was actually in a Blitz tournament, right? So I was playing Mr. Blackwood. This was in the time in which you had to promote the pawns correctly. So you had to you had to put the pawn on the square and put the pawn on the square and then take out the pawn and then put the queen on the board. So that was the prior rule, right? I think everyone was, wait, isn't this a pawn on E5? Bishop takes and move the rook. Looks like a pawn. Bishop C6 and then move the rook too. So he had to push the pawn on the back rank, and then wait, what is happening?
Rook takes F8 check, queen
okay.
Okay.
That's 2 pawns. Wait, what? Yeah. Come on, Stuart, too slow. Yeah. So yeah, he had to promote the pawn correctly, and he had maybe 5 seconds. I probably had 5 too. But there was no increments. But he had to promote the pawn correctly. So he promoted the pawn, and I said, illegal move. I said, hey, you need to promote the pawn correctly. So everybody is there in shock, asking, how do I promote this pawn correctly? I think I was losing. I had to be losing.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to be losing. Yeah, so I probably put a little more context to it. And I said, hey, you have to promote the pawn correctly. And he couldn't promote the pawn.
What about this one?
He ended up playing a different move.
What about this one? Centralization. That's actually not bad.
Yeah.
What about this one? What about FIDE Master Warren Elliott versus candidate master Russell Porter? Do you remember that Blitz game? A national Blitz game.
What happened in that one?
All right. So what happened in that game? There's a trending video of it.
Oh, the queen is dead. The queen is dead.
Oh my God! What is this?
The queen
No,
is
Stuart.
dead.
No,
Wait.
Stuart.
What's
Black
happening
up
here?
on straw.
Give me 1 second.
Stuart, up on that draw.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if the fans can hear
Yes.
me. Fans, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me. Okay, they can. Okay. Anyone else can hear me? Just check in.
Yep,
All right,
Samuel
they can. All right, good. I have to
The
check
game-
in because you know we're playing the flow gambit all the time, so we have
Yeah.
to double check what exactly is happening.
Yeah, so I mean, I want to know if any other fans remember that game. Fidel Master Warren Elliott versus candidate Master Russell Porter in a national blitz championship. To be honest, Porter had little or no time. Warren had more time, and Warren is winning better. And basically, when both of them moved, there were no pieces left on the board.
You know, Raggy, I can say when I was younger, an incident occurred between me and a player. And after that, I say, you know what? Let me go and sit down and learn these rules. Right? So I dedicated some time to learning these moves. Because I lost a completely winning game. You know why I lost that move? Because I didn't know the rules. And whose fault is it if I don't know the rules, Raggy? It's my fault. I spent a lot of time studying the rules. That's why when I come to chess tournament, you know, not even the arbiter can tell me the rules, you know.
Yeah.
The rules are written in my brain. So if my opponent is not following the rules, of course, I'm a sports person. I'm a sportsman, you know. I follow the rules, so I will make the necessary claims.
The World Blitz Championships, I think Magnus in round 1. He checked his opponent. His opponent didn't check. There is a time scramble. And because his opponent didn't move after being in check, the opponent called the arbiter and said, boy, Magnus didn't take the king. So Magnus lost that game.
Yeah, it's complete. Wait, no.
Yeah.
Wait, repeat. What did he say?
Yeah, so it's like Magnus checked the player. And the player didn't react to the check. The player played something else and Magnus played another move, not involving the piece that he checked him.
Yeah, but was Magnus in check?
No.
No, then why did the arbiter rule that way?
All you need to do is just let me see if I can just find it and just post
that sounds like an incorrect ruling. But you know, with the new rules, right? There's some way in which you can actually win the game, right? Because for example, now if your opponent makes a illegal move, you get 2 minutes in blitz, right? So let's say your opponent you check your opponent, right? How does it go?
Yeah.
I knew it before, you know.
So,
you play a move, you check your opponent, and your opponent plays a move and doesn't realize that it's it's a check.
Yeah.
Right? So if he doesn't realize that check, now you have the choice. Should you claim the illegal move, gain the 2 minutes, or let the move stay on the board? Right? Well, I need to go back and find that thing. But in some lines, you can actually force your opponent to give up a piece instead of claiming. That's one of the new problem with this this new blitz arrangement. But I'll see if I can find it.
I think the game in question was the link I just played, Magnus Carlsen against Ernesto. In Kiev, it's a double. The court is double unlegal move, FIDE World Championship 2017.
Yeah, man, I think something like that, man.
Yeah, man. So
So,
you
yeah,
can check it out. Yeah, so I think Magnus lost that game. I'm sure because the guy called the arbiter on Magnus. Yeah.
Well, where this
Yeah.
rule?
Yeah. So
I need
what's
to
happening
find
here?
it. That one is what we're talking about that. So the other day I was playing on. All right. White should just be much better in this position, all right? He's
Yeah.
castled. He's opened
Yeah.
up the center. Pretty standard thing. So Ode and Hibbert is saying Magnus did not lose that game.
Yeah. I
Um,
think he needs to check that back. This is look at the score.
okay, so Linda is saying the loss
Oh,
was
Linder said the loss
overhauled.
was overruled. Okay, because it seemed very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know what I saw.
Yeah,
I'm
they have
actually
some
having watched the game.
fishy ways
Yeah.
with these new rules, And I was waiting one day to use it in a tournament. I say, hey, we play with the rules, We don't make the rules.
Yeah.
We don't make the rules. We just
Look at the time again.
The only thing I don't like with one of the rules, the other day I was playing on chess.com, and it came down to a position in which I had a bishop. I had a king and bishop, and my opponent had a king and knight, right? I had like 1 minute, my opponent had like 5 seconds when the last pawns were exchanged. And the game was already a draw.
A draw.
I'm like, wait, what? So I'm just about to clock this player and just win the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I look and I see 0-0. So that's just terrible. They need to fix that stuff because it's a winning game. You just clock the man and collect the point.
Yeah, this is looking a little shaky now because of the king in the
king
center.
in the center. So guys, just develop knights of 4 bishop and castle. That is all. That is all.
Oh Lord. Isn't that a pawn?
Yeah. He could have also
Yeah.
taken an a6 first too.
Yeah, boy.
But he could probably clock Stuart. I think I probably taken an a6.
Well, yeah.
Wait, why is he thinking? There's nothing to think about. Just play the move that comes to mind. Knight d6 looks fine. That looks fine.
Taimoor's gonna hit him with bishop f3.
Just play moves. Just play moves. B3 should be played immediately. There's no time to think.
Quickly.
Just move the rook to f1. Anything. Just play a move. We either gone to f1. Just avoid any hackling. And then he drops the exchange.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Take. It's still winning though.
Okay.
Queen c3 check should be played immediately. Wait, what? What was that? A piece?
What is that? Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Stewie. No, Stewie. Oh,
no,
Stewie.
no, no,
Oh
no,
he's
no,
played
no,
he's
no.
Still it right. Yeah. Stewie.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Even if you're playing a good game, you have to finish. You have to finish.
Yeah.
And this is rook check, king up. Rook e2 check, king f1. Queen f5 though. King, queen f5 check. King over, and that's checkmate. Unbelievable.
It's not a. Oh my. Stewie, oh my. This guy means business. Woo!
Reggie, that was so poor.
Oh my God. Wow.
That was unbelievably poor.
Oh my.
Do you have any more funny stories to tell, Raggy? Because
boy, I'm telling you. Oh my.
Wow.
Oh my. Yeah. Oh my. All right. Any other?
I'm just trying to find.
Another hilarious game from the National Bliss Championships. I don't remember which year. This time it was
Master. Yeah, go ahead, Reggie.
Yeah. This time it was FIDE Master Malaku Lauren against Candidate Master and defending champion Darren Wizzy D Wisdom. Wizzy is up a queen. It was, when I say up a queen, it was basically a queen for a bishop, something like that. So he has his queen and a rook versus a knight and something. Do you know that? Do you know that Darren drops his queen by checking the king by playing the queen directly beside the king? In times, yeah, man, I just took the queen. Yeah, so you'd have to be there really and truly. Yeah, man, time scramble is a real thing. Have you observed Malaku playing blitz at the national level? Malaku sits on his left hand. Yeah.
All right, I think I've found the issues with the new rules.
All right.
Give me 1 second. Let me just read it and see
Yes,
what
man.
is up. All right, so this is it. All right, guys, can you picture this? So e4, your opponent plays d6, right?
Mm-hmm.
You play bishop b5 check. So the king is in check, right? You don't realize that your king is in check, and you play h5, right?
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
So you don't see that your king is in check. Now it's your opponent's move, right? He can, of course, claim that, hey, you played an illegal move, your king is in check. You need to take back h5 and play some move to block the check, and your opponent will get 2 minutes. However, Raggy, you did play h5. So your opponent doesn't have to claim that you are in check. He can just take the pawn on h5, attack the rook on h8, and now you're in check. So you must block the check now. Are you following that? Yes, that the rules work like that. The rules do work like that. So you don't claim the check. You just take the pawn on h5. Now the rook is on pre, but he's still in check. So he has to handle the check now. You can say, hey boss, check. You're in check. You must move the... So when you play c6, of course, he can just play queen takes rook. Right? Queen takes rook because the knight is on pre. And that is a rook and a pawn. Easy. Yeah, so the new rules, they do allow for things like that. With that check. And imagine this again, Raggy. Imagine you're playing an endgame, right? And deep in the endgame, right? Your opponent king is on a8, right? You have your king is on b6. You have a pawn on a6, and your bishop is on h1, right? Now your opponent king was on b8 the move before, and he played king a8 into check, right? So he moved into check, right? It's now your play. You can either claim that, hey guy, you moved into check, or you can just play a7 and checkmate him because the king is in the corner. Are you believing these new rules, Raggy? So you don't have to claim any check. You can just play a7 and checkmate him because the king is in the corner. Yeah. So these are some problems with the new rules. So you can look and say, hey, my opponent is in check. He played an illegal move. But you can say, okay, I can just move my queen to attack his queen. And he has to handle the check.
Look at the board. Look at the board.
All right, let me jump over back to the board.
Is Stuart down a rook?
No.
I can't tell you why Taimoor played king d2. That's a separate issue.
Well, I think the problem was bishop a6 check, king move, and then queen takes a8. But what is happening with Stewie?
What he doesn't... King d2? Really? This cannot be better. Because king c2, bishop f5.
Yeah, but king c1, and then knight takes f2. So many moves, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, what? King d2, you had to just bite the bullet with king f1.
Maybe, because you did take
you took a rook.
Rook. Yeah. But he should... What will happen? Oh, but look at the time again. Why did he take more pieces out? What?
So why e3? Why not f2?
Oh, but Stuart has a piece, doesn't he? He has a piece for the rook. It's an exchange. Nah, man, it's fine. It's an exchange. It's not a piece.
Yeah, I that's
In
fine.
fact, if he had taken back, it looks like an exchange. Um, check and then
So this Taimoor. You're gonna have to clock Stewie again.
knight takes d4 quickly.
Yeah,
Knight takes
quickly. You have
d4.
okay, fair enough.
All right. Lots of heavy
Fair enough.
pieces are talking to each other now. I think
Yeah,
Stewie
but
is winning this position. Bishop a6 check. Immediately should be played. Bishop f5 check too. One of them.
so yeah, let me just
Queen, rook
take.
d2 check. Picks up the queen.
Yeah,
No, f6.
that's
No,
fine.
no, f6. Queen f6 checkmate.
Alright, good.
All right.
So the next
That
serious
one
game now,
was
guys.
interesting.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys, but I had to
Yeah.
let the fans know
Rules.
about these new rules. So.
What about Magnus versus Ali Reza?
Oh, that one, Alireza lost that. He didn't know the rules.
Yeah, man. But it was hilarious because if you didn't know the rules, you'd think that it would end in a draw.
Yeah, but yeah.
But the arbiter said if there is checkmate,
yeah, with the most
conceivable way,
unskilled play.
right? That leads to checkmate.
Unskilled play.
Yeah.
It's mate.
Yeah.
Okay, the fans are saying he could have played queen f6 check instead of taking the queen.
Yeah.
The fans are
but the
saying,
yeah.
thank God for mates in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did miss that the first mate in one, but hey, can't see them all. Although we should, but you know, it was probably a mate in two then. A mate in two.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Alireza should have won that game. I was watching that game live. He was completely crushing Magnus. That's why Magnus says, whenever I'm playing Alireza, I am playing
He
to
wants
crush
to crush
him.
him back, right?
Crush him.
Because to be honest, Ali Reza rose a little. I want to consider that being his coming out party.
Yeah,
in terms
yeah.
Of, yeah, that's why everybody knew him because he played so well against.
So well.
Magnus. Yeah, and that was after.
Is this dropping a pawn? The knight takes e4. I think that wasn't that just dropping a pawn. Bishop takes, knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes. The knight can escape on c3. I think that was dropping a pawn from Stuart. Bishop g5.
Continuation, guys. Yeah, queen times. I'm not so sure about this continuation.
Queen takes immediately. Why the thinking?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this continuation.
Yeah, but I think he missed a pawn before. Alright, but still a decent game.
Still a decent.
Alright, so he's threatening to pick up the pawn on c4. That's a very vital pawn. Queen c5 maybe?
Yeah, I mean, difficult time. Knight c7.
Rook attack the... Wait, what? Knight d4, but then the pawn drops on c4.
Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah,
Come on, Stupies. No need to think, you know. If you're taking the pawn, you just take it immediately. And it's a pass one.
Yeah,
the knight is on pre, so take knight on take the pawn on e5.
You can't really. Oh, Stewie.
Why not just take the pawn? What?
Yes. Yeah. Yes,
Come
Stewie.
on,
You can't
Stewie.
really.
Come on, Stewie.
Yeah. All right, so I'm defending.
So the fans are saying this will go all the way, all the way. All right, Raggy. So this is the last one now, with the new rules, right? Imagine this, in the same position we were talking about before. So you play e4, your opponent plays d6. You play bishop b5 check, right? Your opponent doesn't see that it's a check, and he plays f6.
Reasonable.
And now you play queen h5 check. What happens now? Isn't that just checkmate? It's a double check. The bishop on b5 checking, and the queen on h5 checking.
You can't block. You
can't block. So it says checkmate. It is just checkmate. So things like these, the new rules allow for these new things in the game. I think they also allow them in long game. What happens in long game? I don't even know what happens in long game.
I don't know, right? So, which is why that Stewie versus Shreyas game had the game ended in a draw,
Mm-hmm.
or if Stuart had won, I would be very interested to hear or to see what the outcome would have
Oh,
been.
now once the score
Because
sheet are signed, any result
but
stands.
same thing,
Any
same
result
thing.
stands. That's why if there's a
Because
problem, you should not
mhm,
sign the score sheet. Don't let
I
anybody
went to the
force you.
arbiter. I actually went to the arbiter and told him that Stewie cannot castle because I saw the king move, and the arbiter will remain nameless. The arbiter told me to allow them to continue, and so I watched that game, and I'm really hoping that Shreyas actually remembers that game.
Well, I
I will
mean,
never forget.
the arbiter can intervene. I'm not sure
I don't know what he could have done, right? So
if he have to intervene. I know he
mhm.
can. But Warren is saying, Elliot is saying, no way those stuff are allowed in classical chess. No, I think in classical chess you just claim the time advantage and move on. But in classical
Okay.
chess, 2 infraction is game, so
Oh,
doesn't really matter. The second infraction, the game is over. Wait a minute.
mm.
Oh, Timor is down a pawn.
Yeah, but why I don't understand King F7. I'm not.
Doesn't Queen H3 G4 start to work?
You even going so far. There's Rook D3, Rook H3. It it just looks, yeah.
Stuff
It
like
just
these are pretty.
no, yeah. Mm, mm, yeah.
The fans are saying just H4. Well,
Yeah.
maybe
I
H5
mean,
immediately though.
G6 would be a real target in the future then.
But why is Stuart taking so long? Just play
Stewie,
the move that is most natural to you. You
do
don't need
like
to
this.
be perfect. Nothing needs to be perfect right now. You need to play with your intuition.
Ooh.
Rook C8 maybe. Is that picking up some C3? No, knight B6 will hit the rook.
Okay.
Knight C7
Okay.
C4. Knight B6 C4. And just push the pawns and forget about the
And
rest.
it's hard to come up with that plan though, as in
No, it was
Stewie.
working just now because the rook on E8. If the knight ever goes
No,
to
no, no. I'm not
D4,
saying the plan is no, man. I'm not saying the plan isn't
that's
working.
a
I'm
fork,
saying
right? That's a fork.
it
Come on,
it
play the
would seem
fork
so.
fast, fast. Good.
It would seem so. You have
Um.
to take the C3 pawn. Might as well.
Oh, but he's attacking this rook
No,
and thing. Oh,
no, no, no. Take the C3 pawn.
yeah. So it probably
Yeah,
wasn't the best fork
just
in the
stay
world.
right.
Okay. Still a fork. Fork,
Still
fork,
a fork,
fork. Which one?
but you
Take the
at least you
one
get a pawn.
on C8.
Yeah, at least you got a pawn, so you can work. You can figure
G4,
it out after.
G4. Let's go G4, man, and open. Why did the rook go back? Why not just G4 and
Knight. You know what? Knight D4. Pressure him now.
Knight D4? Maybe
Knight
rook
D4.
takes.
Well,
Come on, just take
okay.
that pawn. Don't, yeah, take it. Don't worry about the
Well.
rest.
Wow.
And then, yeah, just play
Fair enough,
moves, man.
Stewie.
Just play
Fair
moves.
enough, Stewie. Fair enough, Stewie.
Push
Oh Lord.
D6. No. Well, yes, Queen E8 or
Yeah.
something, but all right, maybe that wasn't working the way I envisioned it. What's this? Pass pawn to pass pawn?
Must be pushed. Queen D8. Yeah, man. Too materialistic. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, what is
Too
this?
materialistic. What is this?
Queen takes
This
and
doesn't
queen.
work.
Queen,
Yeah,
queen,
this
queen.
doesn't work.
Pre-move. Why the queen? The queen shouldn't.
Yeah,
Queen D7 take the pawn off the board. This thing should take a microsecond.
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. You have to be a little bit more clinical.
So they're asking, what's the guy's rating? The guy's
Hmm.
rating, he has no rating. He has
He has no rating. He has
no,
no feeder
no
rating.
FIDE rating. But
Right.
it's hard to say that based on how he's playing.
Yes,
He's not
that's
playing
true.
too badly. Alright, give me a second, Rangi. The fans are saying your voice is a little too low. Let me
All right.
adjust that. Sing a song so that the fans can hear your voice, Reggie.
Oh man, I even know what you just said. Bad man, you know.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is Stuart going to the French?
It's no, but look how it started out as. It didn't start out as a French.
Oh,
It started out as like the Alapin.
and why
Where
did he play A6? Yeah, it's a Alapin, but looks like
yeah. Of course, the structure looks like
bad
a French. Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a pawn?
These things you have to pick up.
You have to take them, man. You have to take them. But just by
You
principle.
have to.
And take the one on E5 too. It's just by principle.
Right. But
And move the
this
queen
one,
back to B8.
No.
Oh,
Knight.
there's knight takes. Is there knight takes? Knight
No.
takes. There's knight takes.
Yeah,
Can't take
there's
because
knight
bishop
takes, D5.
A7 check.
Because a bishop, yes.
Woo.
You might have knight
Woo.
times.
Knight
And this is
times.
a problem when you take the E5 pawn with an uncastled king in French.
Wow,
this just
wow,
shows
wow.
that-
Oh, he missed
my
it.
lord.
He missed it.
Yeah. This just shows that Stuart hasn't played the French in a while.
Well, it just
yeah.
shows that. Was he a French player? I don't think so.
No, but he knows it because I told you he played against us.
Ah, okay.
So I know he knows it.
Okay. It's not.
man.
It's no
So
longer
you wanna
possible,
explain?
right? But F5, just keep pushing, open stuff up, and hope that something sticks.
What to be honest, though? Okay.
Alright, let me click off this move. It probably won't be played.
I don't care now. I'm taking E6, and I'm losing H2. No, man. I'm. Wait, can I afford to? Yeah, man. I'm taking it.
Yeah, it's just winning now for black, right?
For black, yeah. Yeah, I actually think so now. Which is why I wanted the imbalance with F times E6.
I mean, does white have any compensation at all?
God, this one is hard.
He's threatening D4 to win a piece.
Correctly. Stuart's playing it so correctly. It's not. It's just yeah. This doesn't help anything. E5.
The guy's rating? No, he has no feeder rating. Wait, what's this? This is a piece?
Yeah.
Should be, right?
It's gonna be something.
Yeah, it's definitely something.
It's gonna be something because at worst he's gonna attack the queen after D4.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be
E4. The next move should pick up a piece.
Yeah. So white may have to just maybe donate the bishop to UNICEF.
Not E4, not D4, because the knight could block. So this is this is 2 piece then.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 2 piece instead of 1.
Yeah, Taimoor. Yeah.
Anything times with maybe knight takes. So it
Maybe
should
knight
just be a
takes.
rook, right? It's just a rook.
Yeah.
It's just a clean rook.
Just a clean rook. Bishop H2 check. Bishop G3.
Well, maybe he can clock Stuart.
It not in this position. It's unlikely.
Why is Stuart jumping? If he jumps again, I will adjust that.
Yeah.
So Raim is saying he plays like a strong 1800, must be stronger in longer time control. Yeah, I think so. But these days, based on how the chess world is going, you have to be strong in all the time controls now.
Trust me, Magnus is ensuring that Blitz
and
gets
rapid
a little bit more.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit more prestige. Yeah.
Mhm.
And to be honest, you have to remember what Magnus drew, I think, against Karyakin to ensure
he goes
that
to
he goes to the rapid.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you did it against Caruana.
And Caruana as well. So you have to know these things, man. You have to know these things because at the highest level, you never know when you have to use it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to be able to play in all time
of them.
controls. But I think we're heading for a rapid world, Raggy.
Yeah.
It's a rapid world.
I mean,
Magnus
classical will always.
Classical will be there, but queen takes f2.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Tough
All right.
one.
So it's 5-3 to Stewie. Yeah. It's going to form. It's going to form. Going to rating.
Yeah, I think Stewie is finally waking up now.
Yeah.
But the guy did miss knight takes d5 and some knight b6.
Yeah.
Stewie's playing my pet line. Did you watch my video
Okay.
about the 6 pawns?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
In this line, what do I normally play? I normally take on c6 and play e5. Yeah, don't allow this e5 business, you know. It's a very positional line, but in all, I do. This is not good. Is it good here? Can I play g5 now? I'm pretty sure this is the one I can play g5.
What's the idea?
Oh, I'm gonna play g4 and push back the knight and control d4 a bit. Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh, this drops a pawn. This drops a pawn, and then take on e5. Doesn't matter what taking with. He should pre-move take on e5. That should be a pre-move.
Okay.
Take, and that's a pawn.
All right. So maybe I can play d5 then.
Well, always a pawn.
No. I've dropped the pawn in.
Is this a different variation?
Yeah.
We're dropping the pawn, but it's still a pawn.
Which means find out how and when he can play bishop g4 instead of the h5.
Okay, let's play rook e1. No need to think here. It's just a move and you just play and move on. That's the main problem with Stuart. He took 5 seconds to play basically an only move, you know?
Yes. Oh my, something is wrong with Taimoor. Somebody call the ambulance. What is happening? Wow.
Queen b6 should be enough for queen a4 or queen c2 or... Yeah, that's just probably
c7.
enough.
No man, queen c7. I can't trade queens. Queen c7.
Wait, what? Daniel Williams is asking, is this a Sicilian? Yeah, it's a... Well, it probably was a Sicilian. Yeah. No, it's just a position, you know? You have to know your openings. You have to know your openings. The Rosalima will win games, Raggy.
Yeah.
If your opponent doesn't know what's happening. In fact, quite a lot of my very famous victories are with the Rosalima.
What's the idea in the Rosalima? Tell us.
Well, first of all, you do avoid the Sheshnikov, the Kalashnikov, all of the Kovs, and you avoid some taming of some Khan. Okay. You avoid the classical. Is there more? Oh, you do avoid the accelerated dragon. You also avoid the dragon.
All right.
Wow, you avoid so many. It's ridiculous how many lines you avoid once you play the Rosalimo. But yeah,
so having avoided them, what do you do?
Having avoided them, it's more like a positional game, and you're maneuvering. If a castle queen side, you're going like bishop e3, d2, play bishop h6, and just this is a different type of Sicilian. Especially if you know that your opponent is not a Sicilian expert per se. It's a very good line to play. With good play, it's definitely more of an equal game against a strong player. But hey, it hasn't stopped me from beating strong players with it. Yeah, in fact, I was playing a tournament once, and I was losing so many games. Oh my! I wonder if I could if I could still move the pieces. I started to doubt myself, right? I questioned my ability to move the pieces, and I was playing an IM in the last round, right? The IM was strong. If he had beaten me, he would have came third in the tournament. And bear in mind, in the tournament there were like 3 GMs and quite a lot of strong players, you know, quite a lot of 2,400 players, and a GM elect was playing. So I was playing this IM, and he drew with all the GMs and stuff. So I'm playing him, and I'm playing the Rosalimo, but I'm tired of losing now, Rocky. Losing so much, so I offered him a draw. I said, yeah, I just want to go back to the hotel room and take a break. So I offered him a draw. He said no. I mean, I was slightly better. The moment he said no, Raggy, it's like I finally woke up. I'm like, wait, what? At that point, I was probably like 1.5 from 8. It was a very bad tournament.
Oh my goodness.
Or something like 2.5 from 8. I'm saying, no. Let's add this IM to the mix. So I
Ah.
played the Rosalie, man. Oh my, did he get some licks, Raggy? Oh my. When the game finished, he shook my hand and he
Nice.
said, what did he say? Um, he said that's one of the best games he has ever seen in a while. Maybe I should review
Nice.
that one
Yes, you need to. You need
shortly
to.
on
Yes, man.
the in the analysis. But that
Yes,
game was
yes.
something else. Oh my.
Mm.
And
You
after
need to.
that,
You
it
need to.
gave me back some confidence, you know?
Ah.
In the Blitz tournament, I did beat up some GMs and thing.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it gave me a little boost.
Okay.
Oh my,
Tell
Stuart is
us,
just
have you
winning.
ever played your coach?
Yeah, I did. I played him in a Blitz
Mm.
tournament. He escaped
Mm-hmm.
with a draw. Yeah, he escaped with a draw. But he played me. We played in a game. And I'll leave it at that.
Ah.
Yeah, we played in a game,
You
and I will
you do
say nothing
realize
else. That is it.
you do realize those games are
On the internet,
available.
I hope that
Yes.
one is not.
No, man. I've seen that game, sir.
Oh, you have seen it. Oh my,
Yes.
yeah.
In fact,
Um
in fact, Paul Brooks was the one who showed me that game
that
years ago.
was I on
Mm-mm.
tilt?
I don't know, you know.
I was probably
That
on tilt. Yeah. I was on tilt. So I was playing in Venezuela, but I was definitely on tilt in that game
Mhm.
because what happened was it came. I was playing badly in Suriname, so I did score 2.5 from it or 3.5, one of
Mhm.
them. Then I went to Venezuela immediately afterwards, and I played in that
Oh,
Venezuelan tournament. And Raggy, I was winning almost every single game,
oh
and I
God.
lost almost
Quicksand.
every single game that I was winning. I
Quicksand.
dropped
Quicksand.
like 100 rating points in one go, or 200 in two tournaments, something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, so I dropped to like almost a 2000 FM. Mm-mm.
Mm.
Mm. Sad.
That. Mm-mm. Oh Lord.
Yeah, this one is mating, right? Queen takes c6 and some rook d8 is mate, right?
Oh.
Just mate and then mate again.
Bishop C8 quickly. Bishop C8 quickly. Can't force him to find it.
Can't. All right, so
All right.
Stuart is
All
now
right.
6-3.
Yes. It's now 6-3 Stewie.
6-3. I think Stuart just found a little form. So
Yeah.
Taimoor, he needs to at least draw this game to play another game. Wait, he entered into what's his two play now? Taimoor. What's this one
Samuel
called?
Smith.
Shemningen?
Mhm. Yes.
G4, man.
Shemningen.
G4.
E6.
Come on, man. G4.
So Samuel Smith asked me if I remember my shortest game.
My peak
My
rating
shortest.
was 22-20. That was such a long time ago. That was in 2015, but haven't been able to go back up to that those ratings. But the funny thing, Raggy, I did get that 22-7, that 22-20 playing in Jamaica.
Really?
And when I was doing it, the rest of players I was playing against, they were like 1900. So yeah, it was done in Jamaica when my opponents were 1900. So bear in mind, I had to be winning every tournament at least 5 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Nowadays,
you wouldn't
I'm
get much
seeing
from everybody.
tournaments being won with 4.5. The other time,
I don't
four and a
think that's
half
possible.
didn't even guarantee you fifth. Four and a
That's not
half.
possible.
No, I'm telling you, because what you have is one player on 5.5, which was me, and everybody else on 5.
Oh.
Yes, those were
You
the
know,
days.
back in the day, it would have been, you had a period of time where you were dominating most of the tournaments that you played.
Yeah,
Myers
that was
had
a long time.
And Myers had a time when he was dominating everything that he played.
Yeah, in
Melis
1
had a
year,
time
I
where
won everything I played.
Yes,
I
Melis
won
had a time
every
where he was
single
winning
thing.
everything. Yeah, including nationals. Yeah, man. Yeah, so
But that was when you're putting in the work, Raggy. Chess is hard work, you know? And I'm the type of player, if I can't put in the hard work, it doesn't make any sense. I have to go hard or done. Yeah. But that involved lots and lots of work, which I can't do anymore.
Yeah, man. We understand because we know that you and Melis trained at least once a week.
Yeah,
And
that
that
was a good old
O was
days.
on O was. Yes, yes, yes.
G5, Bishop G7 is probably starting to get interesting. Or maybe you don't even need to take such
To be,
drastic measures, but
you're suggesting moves that it's like out of Stewie's nature. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you know,
But
this is not Stewie.
G5 kind of solves some of the problems on the king side.
Mhm.
I mean, he can't castle king side, so why not?
I am expecting to see. I'm expecting H4 or Castle Queen. Listen.
Yeah, but why isn't white just much? No, it's probably not much better because
I don't know.
black does have
I don't
the
know.
queen side counterplay, and it's not so easy to decide what to do with white. White is already getting tempos. Bishop c5 is a tempo. Um, why was queen e3 played? I am not sure.
To hold on to E5.
Wait,
And you don't understand it.
wait. Is the queen dead?
Is it?
It looks like it's dead.
There's just a piece then.
Oh, the queen is
Oh
dead.
Lord.
The queen is
Oh
dead.
Lord. Oh Lord.
The
There's just a
queen is
piece.
dead.
Oh my Lord.
The queen is dead.
Long live the king. The king.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, Taimoor. This started off so pretty, but every game that we've seen, the king stays in the center a little too long. And against a master, yeah, he's going to punish you.
Yeah.
This is gonna be.
In doubt, just do the simple thing. Knight for bishop and castle.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed at least 20 moves if you if you don't blunder anything from that point. Is there knight takes b5?
I don't even know if anything
there was
works.
Knight takes b5 if you wanted to continue, because the queen does get c3, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
The queen would have gotten c3.
Yeah. So Samuel Smith is asking me if I remember my shortest game. I actually don't.
Shortest
game. And I don't. Yeah, my shortest classical game. I don't know if I've played in something like that. Whether blitz, classical.
Shortest games are not for me, Reggie.
Yeah,
for me, it's longest game.
Shortest game means that you mustn't go on the next side of the score sheet. And if you're playing games where you're losing in on 19, you mustn't be playing.
You must be playing.
No, you're not ready.
Nah, definitely not.
No, you're not ready.
For me, Reggie, it's longest game, you know? Remember I was playing Horace one time and the position is dead drawn. I mean, Reggie, it is so dead drawn, but knowing me, you know, I can't afford to draw back in that time. So I played. He's frustrated. He wants to draw, but I'm not repeating the position. And I think on move 120. And like move 120, I decided that, yes, it's now time to play for the win. Bear in mind, I'm worried on my opponent for hours and hours and hours. And then move 120, I decided to play for the win. And he didn't react the best way. It was still a drawn position, but he didn't react the best way, and I did win. But hey, I'll keep playing until there's nothing left to be played for, you know?
I tell you something, another hilarious game. This is before we had increments, all right? And I'm playing this junior. Person can barely see over the board. You know? And I've never played in a junior section, so it's clearly open, you know? And when I see the position as a dead draw, and so what he did now, the position had to be repeated. So it's like you're playing rook f8, rook e8, rook f8, or king back king, and the guy saying draw. And I said, no, play on. Obviously everybody and their dog know it's draw. But there's no increment.
Yeah, there's no increment.
And he didn't claim a draw.
Yeah, you can't force him to know the rules.
So you know what I do? You know what I did? I play on, and when it's clocking 0, that's when the arbiter said next time claim the draw. Yes. But the arbiter can't say anything.
The arbiter can't claim the draw.
No, you can't. No. Yeah. So, you know, that's the...
So Daniel Williams is saying 120, yes, Daniel. I just kept playing and playing. That's one thing about me. It doesn't matter at what point. I will play until I don't need much
Yes.
from the openings. I
Oh,
just
yes.
need to develop the pieces and get an
Samuel
okay
says Philip
position.
versus Magnus. Yeah, I
Wait,
remember this
why
game.
2Ps has 10 seconds? Wait, what?
I remember this game, Samuel.
G6.
Yeah, I remember this game. I think Magnus offered a draw after like 6 or so moves for like no reason. Magnus said
will
after
Stuart
that
get clocked? Will he get clocked?
double up. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Rook A4. The queen? Is that the queen? No, the queen has F5.
No man.
Play. Don't get clocked. King
Oh
up.
no! Why you? Jeez. Why?
Alright, move at the king now. Move at the king. Quickly. Let's move. Alright. Rook attack the queen.
Yeah, alright,
Let's keep playing. Move back up the rook and then
put it back.
move the king. Move the king.
Move
Come on.
king C1.
Move the king. What? Is Stuart going to get clocked?
King C1.
Come
Quickly.
on. Pre-move. It should all be pre-move. Move the king.
Ooh,
Rook attack.
King C1.
Wait, what?
Oh, this man is
Take the
brave.
rook.
This man is brave.
Take the rook.
This man is
Come
brave.
on, he's gonna get clocked. Whoa. He's still playing. He is still
My
playing.
lord.
Ah,
oh
that is
yeah,
it
you
then.
can't resign now. You
That
can't resign
is
now.
it.
Yeah, this is it.
That is it.
This is it.
Yeah. That's it.
Oh, style, Stuart.
Yeah, we normally call that when I was young, Capablanca, you know?
Yeah,
Just
style
simplify
points.
even more. That's it. That is it.
Yep,
That's it.
That's it. Yep,
But keep playing. You never know. Oh, don't resign, man. Don't resign. All right, Raggy, I'm bringing you over to the Skype.
All right, no
next
problem.
Skype. All right. Let me find Raggy. All right, players, you may unmute. All right, just waiting on Reggie. You're here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. All right. So congratulations, Stuart. You did win, but a few of the games were a little
Close.
shaky. Taimoor. Thanks for playing. You did increase the level significantly, because I remember when you just spoke to us, you were 1700 and then you did go up to 2000, but you're playing quite well. You should definitely keep on playing. In some positions, you got absolutely amazing positions out of the openings. Especially when you're playing those C3 against the Sicilian. So, Stupies, I know you didn't like those Alapin types of games.
I had a feeling those are coming in a bit.
Alapins are very, very annoying. Very annoying.
Yeah, and it can be tricky.
It can be very tricky.
No,
But
the thing is, you was putting some complications on the board, and
Yes.
I was just overthinking.
Yeah.
So, Taimoor, when you're playing the Alapin and you played C5, knight C6, and E5, you normally try with H5. I think you can just play bishop G4 and take off the F3 knight so that Stuart would not have as much control over D4 as possible. Right, because in the games that you play, after the exchanges on D4, Stuart puts his knight on D4. And then he played knight times C6, B times C6, and then E5. So in that game, that's the first game that you should have won, Stuart, that you lost. You didn't take the A8 rook. I'm not sure why.
I was thinking the pawn on H3, I just got in my own head there.
Yeah, in that game, you could have taken the rook and played queen E4.
But Taimoor, lovely having you here. Where are you from? Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm from Long Island, New York. And I've been playing chess since like 5th grade, and then I took a long break, and then starting late high school, college, I started getting back into it. And I love watching the top players compete. That's always entertainment. That's always a good match. And I would say my favorite player of all time has to be Bobby Fischer.
You're in good company.
All right. How did you find out about the chess channel?
I found you guys on Instagram, and you guys were producing some great content. I watched a match between one of the players was husbands, and
Orlando.
And I saw him. I would say it was a fairly one-sided match. I would say this one was too.
Oh.
Not quite.
I need to tell you a bit about Stuart. Actually, Stuart was considered a prodigy when he was much younger, but he has taken a long break. So he's well known around the Caribbean. He has played Pan American Intercollegiate Championships. He has played Carifto, which is the Caribbean Championships in chess.
Inaugural winner, by the way.
So he has won that. First time it was kept, he has won that. He has played chess for high school. He has played chess for his country. So really and truly, you getting 3 games off Stuart, it's a big achievement. Even though Stuart is rusty, it's really big. And trust me, a lot of your games, you had great positions.
Yeah, he's making some suspicious moves in the middle game.
But even if it's suspicious, the
time
and I didn't manage my time well.
Yeah, but we have to shake that off, stupid. You know, it's a new era. We're in the era of speed.
The need for speed. So, Taimoor, if you want to play again, what you can do is just contact us again via Instagram. We will speak to the war planner. That's the organizer. So the organizer is called the war planner, and then she will put you up against someone. Probably, you playing against a candidate master is okay. Because like I said, your games are very good. You had very solid ideas and you're presenting problems to Stuart. And
thank you very much.
If you have other persons, other colleagues, other friends who play chess and they would want a casual game, tell them to come on over, send us a message on the Instagram page. And we can rope in some more. We have some other exciting matches coming up. Keep on following the page, and we normally have matches between players in and around Jamaica, in and around the Caribbean, but we are also going to be challenging members of the Chicago Blitz League next month.
But also we have pending, we have Caribbean versus Argentina coming up. So big stuff. The heavy guns from the Caribbean will be facing off some heavy hitters from Argentina. So it's good stuff. It's being arranged by I Am the Beast husbands. So we shall see. So we'll give the players a little time to get ready, but they're playing some top players from Argentina. So all good stuff, Raggy.
Yeah. Welcome back, Stewie. Welcome back. We didn't know you remembered how to use the move the pieces,
This time control, man. I'll get there.
You need to.
We were discussing a hilarious games in general. And do you remember playing Shreya Smith, where you played the French defense against him?
I have to be. yes, I remember that. But
all right,
give it context. I played the French against the AV, I think the game before, and I drew.
I didn't say no to that.
Some context.
The context is that you're a very strong player. But we wanted to know if you remember the game move for move, or you castled after moving the king.
Yeah, I remember that.
I wasn't wrong. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you can't force your opponent to claim Stuart. You can't force him.
Yeah.
But I do remember that French game, Stuart. It's giving me nightmare now, just remembering it,
Taimoor, we want to see you back on the channel. So you have some homework to do. Use the 10 games that you played, Stuart. Go over, import them or export them, in an engine and see where you've gone wrong. For some of the games where you're black, I think H5, H4 is a little bit out of character. Better would have been Bishop E7.
And I think, what was the game? The game where you had like the pawn chain from C5 to A3, I think, or you had like a pawn chain in one of the games. Sure, I was just getting crushed there, man.
Yeah. So
don't know what happened.
It's like I said, the positions that you're getting and the ideas that you're putting on the board, very solid, very, very solid. And tell Stuart that, you want a rematch, like Tyson Fury.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right,
Have to have a
guys.
rematch
So
sometime.
remember, guys who are still on the stream, just drop a like on the video, and we meet again on Saturday, in which we should have a match between a Nigerian and a Jamaican, but we will communicate that more info on that further in the week.
Yes.
Any final words from you, Raggy?
No, well played, Taimoor. And if you actually look in the chat, Phoenix Feather is actually seems like a fan of Taimoor. You want to tell anybody hi, Taimoor? The entire Caribbean is watching.
What would I like to say to this person?
No. So anybody, your fans, your family.
I would say
anybody in the Caribbean.
I would say, I wanted to become go deeper into chess before this whole Corona situation came about, and so that really put me off because I couldn't compete and couldn't even start competing at a higher level. But so I started playing more online chess, but it's honestly not the same. But I want to say thank you guys for having me, and you guys have been killing it with the content, and I hope you guys keep killing it.
All right. Thank you very much, Taimoor.
Thanks.
All right, good. That's your flag, Rocky. Good stuff.
That's my flag, Yes.
All right, so thanks, guys, for joining us, and we will meet here again on Saturday for another exciting showdown.
Who do we have on Saturday?
We have a Nigerian versus a Jamaican. We won't spill any more info beyond that. So
we're getting challenges. The challenges are coming
from
in
all over.
We had one from Armenia. We had one from Colombia. We had one from the Netherlands. We have one from the USA. And we are having one from Nigeria. Guys, make yourselves known. If you'd like to be featured on the Showdown series, please send us a message, give us a contact, and let us schedule you.
All right, the War Planner says actually Sunday. Hey, she maintains the schedule, so
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of your evening, and I should be pushing out some new analysis video either today or tomorrow. All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Guys. Thanks for joining.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Taimoor, and all the best.
All right.
All the best.
All right.
Peace.